You honestly would think by buying more gear and having more expensive things and things that work better for you that would increase your business value, but that doesn't increase your business value at all. What actually increases your business value is by you investing in your business and becoming more knowledgeable of what your client, customer, or the people you're working with need and want. A few of the elements that I've found to be really resourceful in increasing my business value are simply bringing a team, over-delivering, being early, using hard case, and just simply communicating well. The team aspect of thing is so important because it allows you to open your creativity up on site. It allows you to focus on what it is that you're doing, and then not having to worry about all the other things that are going on, like setting up gear, making sure lighting and microphones or cameras are in the right places. You can communicate with people more effectively. We'll get to communication, but you'll be able to free up yourself because you have a team with you, including being able to shoot BTS content, or even just people knowing your patterns, your rhythms, and how you work, and being able to get things in places faster, more effectively, and not using up all the day and time that y'all have. When your client sees you with the team and moving cohesively, they feel better as far as their money being well spent, and then they see that they have a trusted brand with them, somebody they could trust that can do the job not by themselves, because if you run a company, they're not working by themselves, so they don't want to hire somebody that's solo 9 times out of 10. They want to hire a team that's going to get the job done and be able to be proficient at each level of the creation process. Everybody always talks about over delivering, but they never really explain what over delivering looks like. For example, you're seeing the footage now at this dinner. I didn't tell the client that we were going to do prints for everybody, but they did want to do images overlooking the city. So we did images overlooking the city, of course, which you could easily get digital copies, but by bringing a printer and giving people their prints on site, they saw the value in what they paid for. Now they're more reluctant to calling you back for other jobs, and all the people there now can trust you to say, hey, who is that you all use? So now you open yourself up to other clients and other business throughout your region or throughout the entire world or country, simply because you over delivered from what people are asking for or even requesting. Hey, let me know in the comments where you're from and if you're already doing some of these things, because there's definitely more things that you can do to increase your value of your business by simply not spending money. Now, being timely in your arrival is very important because people want to know what they paid for is here before the time starts. So being early, not just on time, but being at minimum of 30 minutes early to the time that you're supposed to be there, gives you an opportunity to walk around the space, to move about and get a feel for what's going on. Understand, like, if there's a plug not too far away from you, you can find what you need to know ahead of time because you are early. Now, you could actually do a scouting trip and go a day early or a week before, or just go in general early. But being early is very important because it's saying, hey, I'm invested into what you're doing. I'm invested to your brand just as much as you are, because you don't want to show somebody, hey, I don't really care about being here, I'll get there when I get ready, because no, your business is going to deplete and disappear because you don't have urgency about what you're doing for other people, let alone yourself. Now, out of these 5 things, this is the only thing you might have to pay for if you don't already have it. Take hard case wherever you go. Don't take bags. If you have bags, unpack your bags and put them in hard case. When you pull up to events with hard case. All right, so I did just want to kind of run through what we were taking on 2 shoots tomorrow. One is for a brunch and the other is for another event going on. But increasing your production value means that you need to take hard cases with you versus taking up a whole bunch of backpacks. Plus, if you take hard cases, you can pack more stuff in it and you'll be able to unpack and keep things more organized. It's a psychological element of professionalism, and then you level that up by bringing everything in on carts. So if you have a dolly where you can put everything on this, all these hard case on this one dolly or this one cart and bring it in, it's like, oh wow, this is the professional team that I was supposed to be getting. Before we finish talking about all 5 of these elements, make sure you like, subscribe, and comment. If any of this is helping you and you believe it's going to increase the value of your business. Like, increasing your value is not always by buying things to improve your production value, but buying things that externally gives you a higher production value feel. So use hard case. I actually use the Nanook 935 for my camera stuff. I got Pelican case. I don't know what the big one is. Well, the one I have is, but it's a larger version with wheels. And make sure you got wheels on it, because it's a lot easier to say, hey, if you only need these 2 cases to roll in, and packing those on the cart. Understand why and where you need as many hard cases as you can. The printer I actually used in the when I said I over-deliver, I actually put the printer in a hard case. So when I open the hard case, the printer has my paper. The printer has my ink. The hard case has my paper, my ink, the printer, any quartz I need. So anything I need is in this hard case. So it also keeps you more organized having things in a hard case, because there are specific locations everything needs to go and be in order for you to move effectively. Possibly one of the most important things is being able to interact with people, communicate with people effectively and efficiently. Being at a job or project, some form of work, and not being able to say, hey, I need this or this, or just having casual conversation with people and building rapport with the way that people feel when they speak with other people. Like, communication is hands down the most important thing of all things, because if we're not able to communicate, there's nothing that can actually be done. So practice your communication skills. Practice engaging in conversation. Practice engaging in detailed breakdowns. Make sure when you're preparing for things, you're asking all the questions and extra questions. You ask them to ask you questions. So be over-deliver in communication, because that's going to make the entire project run easier, and you and your client and whatever project you're working on is going to work better, because they're going to feel confident in you, and you'll feel confident knowing that you asked everything you need. And just make sure you have all the things you need with you. If you go back and watch a previous video I made about having the essentials, they're just some things that you need basically everywhere you go. I'll link that video right here somewhere. Just make sure you have these things, because communication is going to allow you to be far above anybody in your market, because you're able to talk better.